Grand Rising. It's your boy Double One, man. This message right here gonna kind of hit home for a few people. But you've seen your mother or your father or both go through so many traumatic things coming up. You've seen them be abused. You've watched them go through sickness. You've seen most of the trials and tribulations that they had to go through in their life. You've seen your parents go through this. But then it comes to a point in your life where you start to realize that they've already forgiven their abuser, but it just seems like they continue to abuse you. Like, you love them so much that you feel like you have to take it because you feel like you owe something to them because they raised you. But they have forgiven their abuser. They have forgiven their mom or their dad or their friend or whoever. They have forgiven their abuser, but you still seem to get abused. Do you ever wonder why that is? What is it about you that you continue to receive the abuse, the emotional, manipulative, narcissistic tactics? You continue to be the one to be abused by the ones who have forgiven their abuser. They have forgiven their abusers, and in most cases, they take care of their abusers, which is no problem. We all forgive. But they haven't forgiven you yet for whatever you've done. What have you done that gets you to the point where you're not being forgiven for what you've done? They have forgiven their abusers, but they continue to abuse you. It's like you're a footstool to everybody's trauma. It takes you so much longer to heal because you have to deal with generations of pain. Your grandmother, your grandfather's pain. They pass it on to your mom, your dad's pain. They pass it on to you. And now it's supposed to be an everlasting trait. They want you to pass it to your kids when you're supposed to be trying to break the cycle. You're always the one that's being abused. And when you watched people get abused and you love them so much, but yet and still, they've forgiven their abuser, but now everybody's abusing you. How fair is that? You got the better weight of the world on your shoulders because somebody else got abused when they was younger. When does that stop? I mean, you can't continue to be the scapegoat like dad. I mean, I know granddad abused you. I know, but you've forgiven him. And now he's gotten older and you're taking care of him. You're being there for him, but you're still abusing me. Why is it like that? They have non-stop abused you, but they have forgiven the people that have drugged them through the mud the most. Drugged them through the mud, embarrassed them, destroyed them and beat on them in front of you. It always seems like the one that is mistreated the most always ends up being the one that's there for you in the end. The one you outcasted, the more you kept close to you just to abuse most of their life. So the pattern continues. So now you got to take that abuse and you got to deal with that abuse for the rest of your life until now you're supposed to take care of that person. Why does it have to be like that? They trauma bonded you and wanted you to stay connected to them, isolate you and separate you, and you won't have nobody else but them. And a lot of it is mind control. Some people have been put under mind control, which means their abuser is wicked and has a root on them to where they can get them to do everything, their command. It's like everybody has that matriarch in the family, the two head people in the family that orchestrate a lot of things around. See, if I abuse one of my kids, and then when I get older, none of the kids really deal with me or take care of me, but the one child I abuse is always there. You see how that works? You have been emotionally, mentally abused to the point where your mind is gone. It's mind manipulation. You feel like you're obligated to continue to deal with abuse when you shouldn't have to. People should not continue to, if you're going to forgive your abusers, then that means you have no reason to abuse anybody else. But see, that's how it works in this life. It's not always fair. So you have to take yourself out of that mental and emotional abuse and get yourself right within. And let them know that you're not going to take no more of it. If that cost you the relationship the way it used to be, then that's just the way it is. People have to love themselves love somebody from a distance. And a lot of times, if you pay attention, you didn't just walk away from people. You got pushed away. You just finally got fed up with trying to love and say, okay, fine, I'm going to go away and love myself, and the right people come in my life. So don't feel bad about separating yourself from people that continue to try to abuse you. When they see your money coming up, they resort to witchcraft and the wickedness that you never knew about before. That's why you should always pray over your money. Pray over the things that you have. Don't just pray for things. Pray over, not just for. Because there's always somebody out there that don't want you to have nothing. I thank God every day I wake up, because I know it's somebody out there that don't want me to wake up. And I got a question for y'all. When somebody don't want you around no more, when somebody wants you gone, is it ever really a stranger? Ask yourself this question. Is it ever really some random person on the street you see that don't want you gone? Who usually wants you gone? So, continue to heal. Don't continue to let people abuse you when they have forgiven their abuser. It's time out for that. God bless y'all, and y'all have a blessed day.